Afternoon, everyone. I hope today we have a better collection than we had yesterday. Yesterday was a little rough, but we made it through. And I hope I'm seeing all of you nice and healthy. So today we're going to be doing the sea turtle board. I wanted to show you after the bubble. Afternoon, everyone. I hope today we have. I was showing you the bubble bowl. That it's dry, it hasn't been fired yet. I'm still gonna do a little bit more work, but see all the cool bubbles on it? That's gonna look really awesome. So I'm gonna turn the phone around so that you can see the board. I think you can see everything there. Okay, so let's get going. I feel a little bit better organized today than I did yesterday. And I'm feeling really hopeful, folks. I got my grant today, so I got approval on my grant. I signed the paper, so I'm just waiting now for the money to come in. So it's like, yes, we won't have to close our doors. So I'm very happy. So today, one of the things we're gonna need is gonna be a little foam brush, a little stiff brush. And, I forgot a little paintbrush as well. We're gonna need some glue. And I have 4 colors here. I have white. One of my favorite colors is the ultramarine, the brown, and a gray. We also have some twine that we're going to be using, or natural jute, and seashells. So you can always go on the beach and get as many seashells as you want. I also have the template, so if you want to do this project, you can come in and get the board, and I will give you everything that you need to do this project. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brown, shake it very well. Shake, 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 shake our booty. And I'm gonna put a little bit. Acrylic goes a long way compared to other paints. Now what I want to do with this, I have my paper towels handy here. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna take my foam brush, I'm gonna wet it a little bit, and get some of the paint, and what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna brush it along. This dries pretty quick. Yes, my husband cut these beautiful boards for us, so we have them in stock. Now you don't have to do this on a board, you can do this on a canvas. You can do it on a lot of different things. I guess maybe if I water it some more, it'll help out a little bit more. Yeah, there we go, this is what we want. We want more like of a polish. So if you noticed, what happens now, I got more of a polish, and this is what I want. I'm gonna go to the sides, and this makes it very quick. Don't forget at 3:17 today we have a rocket taking off. So now what I can do is get a little bit of the moisture off of this by doing this. And look at my wood. Doesn't it look pretty? Woohoo! Feels a little wet, but that's okay. I can touch up this side here, make it look a little prettier. And do that. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take another piece of foil because I don't want to use this particular brown right now. And I am going to do some white, and I am going to need a paper towel for that. It's kind of a little bit of like dry brushing. I'm gonna fold my paper towel in 4. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake. I know that's the price tag that was on there, but this will be covered by our turtle. So I'm gonna take some white. I'm gonna keep my brush dry. I'm gonna tip it in there. I am not painting. I am dry brushing on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe some of the paint off, and I'm just gonna go across, kind of like antique it. Tip again. I'm not painting. I just wanna highlight it, make it look woodsy and kind of like beach style. And then I'm gonna do this also with the ultramarine. Now the ultramarine is a brand new color. It's not a new color, it's just a new bottle that I took off of the shelf. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour some over there, and guess what I'm gonna do? The same thing, using the same brush, I'm gonna wipe a little bit off And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna add some of this turquoise. Probably could have been shaken a little bit more. So we have some blue on it. Isn't that just darn cool? You see, you're learning all kinds of things with me today, this week. I hope that this can be part of your art lesson for school. And you can show some of your art teachers some of the things that you've done and you've learned from Mimi's. I'm just gonna flip this over, wipe some more and get a little bit more blue in there on the sides. Don't that look just absolutely pretty? I think it does. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. Okay. Now I can set this aside, and what I am going to do now, I know it's bad girl, I thought I had it in my hand, but I didn't. I'm gonna take my turtle that I cut out, and basically what you do get is a template like this, and then you cut it out, then you put your template where you want to have it. So now I'm doing it this way. So now I'm just gonna trace it with a Sharpie. I think I need to get a better Sharpie, don't I? Hang on a second. It's coming back. There we go. Now, if you have a bigger board at home and if you have a printer, you can always enlarge your turtle. Or if your board is smaller, you can always make it smaller as well. Now you can always add some fishes. You can do all kinds of things. You can add a little bit of fishnet if you have fishnet to this. You can do a whole bunch of things. So there, voila, is my sea turtle. Oh, let's touch this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my third color, and I chose a true taupe. You can go with gray, you can go with whatever color that you want. Okay. And then they said ivory. I thought taupe would be more appropriate, more beachy. And I like beachy. Don't we all like beachy? I think so. Paper towel. Dry my brush. And pick up this color. And then I'm going to start. Yeah, I like this color in here. I'll start painting. As you can see, I'm taking my time. It's not a rush job. It's like, I gotta do this. You want this to be nice. Don't try to paint over there. Just come over here. And you can touch up your black marks afterwards. And actually, you're not gonna need to really do that afterwards because you will see some of the things that we will do. You can actually go over your black marks. They're just a guideline anyway for your sea turtle. Now, when you're painting with acrylic paints, this is done with acrylic paints. You want to make sure that you're wearing an old t-shirt or an apron. And the reason being, unlike underglazes, these don't come out of clothes. And you want to have nice, smooth strokes because if you leave big lines in there, guess what? They will be there when all is said and done. So by going over the black lines, it makes my sea turtle a little bit bigger, which is kind of cool. And always take a brush that feels comfortable in your hand. Now, I wouldn't use a little detail brush to do this right now because that wouldn't be good, but you can use another brush If you prefer working with a round brush, I want to say whatever works, feels good in your hand, that is what you want to work with. Okay, so now we're going to finish painting this. Well, afternoon, Miss Samantha. How are you?
Good. The girls are all finished with their next one.
Okay, they're on the shelf back there. I'm doing a live video right now of the sea turtle plaque with the seashells.
I love it. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Ooh,
Sorry, didn't.
no interruptions. That's fine. You've come in often enough that you know how to get around. You can wrap them up if you're going to get...
So cute.
They do, don't they?
Yes, I love it.
If you notice, I went over the line, made
Mouth.
the flipper a little bit bigger, and that's okay. If you look at yourself, you have one hand that's bigger than the other. You have one eye that's different from the other. If you put your hand on your eye and look in the mirror, half of you is different from the other half of you. That's why some movie stars say, oh, my right side is better, honey. And that's why, because they prefer that side. So, okay, now I've done this. This is pretty good. I put my brush in the water, and the reason I'm doing that, this particular brush in the water right now, is because if I don't, what's going to happen at that point in time, the acrylic colors is going to dry in it, and then it will be impossible to take out of it. Whereas when you work with a dry brush like this, it can stay in there a week and then it'll wash out. It might tint the bristles, but it's no big deal. So I'm going to drop it in the water anyway because I'm going to need to wash it later. Now, the fun part, let me see here, is we're going to take this twine. I'm going to probably make it a little bit bigger than I need. I'm going to take my glue, make sure that I can open it, don't have to fuss with it. Now I can do several things with the twine. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. If you notice around the body. Oop, actually around here. I did it wrong. Oh, but no big deal. It's never a big deal. Let's get this glue off of here. I'll retouch it a little bit with paint. There we go. It's really no big deal because then we're going to be putting shells. So then I take my twine and I can start right here. And I'm going to go around. You can use bigger twine if you would like to. You can use, I wouldn't use any smaller than this though. And I'm going to cut it here. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add more, you could do something like this all around it, glue it all around here as well, and make it really look pretty. And I think I will do that after pressing this down. Okay, now I've encircled the edge of the shell with the jute twine, and I gradually, you can use a popsicle stick if you want to push it down. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and get some seashells out. How fun is that? I know I got a bag of really tiny seashells somewhere, but we're going to work with these. I got tons of different seashells. And look at that. This is where our glue is going to come in handy. You can use this. You can use Well Bond. I'm going to put this here on the shell. I'm gonna put this here like this. And these, as you can see, are not difficult or time-consuming projects. They're really a lot of fun, and you can have diversity in your seashells. They don't have to be perfect. Look at this broken shell. Doesn't that look nice? Here's another one. Now, these were all meant to be part of our summer camp, but with everything going on this summer with school and everything, I don't know if we'll be having a summer camp or not. So if we do, I'll come up with something different, I promise you. I got lots of different ideas going around in this noggin of mine. Here's this one here. Ooh, this is a nice one. Little barnacle on it. Another nice little one. These were a gift from a customer that was moving away from the area, and she used to do crafts with seashells, and she thought that I could probably use them. So they've been sitting there for years, and guess what? I now have something to do with it. Isn't that awesome? And what I am going to do is I'm going to take the two smallest seashells that I have. And look at that, eyes. And find another small one here. This one's smaller. That's okay. He's allowed a smaller eye than the other, right, guys? Oh, isn't that just perfect? Now remember, if you don't get to see this live, you can go on my Facebook page, facebook.com/mimyscrafts.inc. And on the left side of the page, it'll say video, and you click on it, and there's a whole bunch of videos that will come up, and you can go back and you can choose the video that you want to watch. Like I said, yesterday's video was a little erratic. We were having internet issues, not only here, but everybody I know complained about it. But it's just one of those things that we deal with on a daily basis. I always say if that's the worst we have to deal with, then we're doing good, aren't we? Yes, I think I will go ahead and I will put the jute all around it. I think it'll look real good that way. Don't y'all think so? Now, if you do want to make it stand out more, you can go back and redo the black lines on here or some brown lines, whatever. It's your piece of art. Make it your own. Make it your own. That's what it's all about. Making it your own. Ooh, wow, this is interesting. Let's do it this way. It's not about perfection. It's about having fun and getting creative. This one's got some little baby shells in there. Isn't that cute? Almost done. Here's a pretty one. Now, somebody was saying the other day, there's no seashells on the beach. Well, somebody posted a picture in Satellite Beach. There were so many seashells. It just, good tide brought a ton of them in. So this might be a good time. Now, I remember many, many eons ago, I used to go to Wickham Park with my daughter, and we would sit in the water, and with our hands, we would just dig in the sand and pull out all these million little seashells. I still have a jar of it here somewhere. I couldn't find it the other day, but that's okay. So that's another idea. You don't, you have so much. I know Wickham Park's not open right now, but when it does open, that's something that you can look forward to doing. Well, I think this looks pretty good, don't you? What do you think, Miss Samantha?
I think it's adorable.
And you know what? I think to finish this off, I will take my jute. Hey, jute. And look at this. And if you need help with the jute sitting down like this, you can take like a popsicle stick and you could put it down. I'm just gonna go around here and put some glue. It'll make it look more nautical. So I need to listen to my own advice. Don't do it backwards. Don't want to do it backwards. So now, I start putting the jute here. It'll come here. Here as such. Oh, we can cut it right here. And look at that. Isn't that just a little pretty board? I think it's absolutely lovely. Well, if you have any questions about this project or you want it to go, just call me and let me know. I think this Saturday will be open 11 to 4. And next week we're going to start with a soft opening. Every other table will be opened. No larger groups than 6, please. So that'll be Tuesday, starting Tuesday next week. We'll see you tomorrow with our little clay project, our little, I need to finish painting it for you guys, our little clay llama project. So have a great day, stay healthy, and like I said, I'm very happy with the great news today, and I'm have everybody in my thoughts. Have an awesome day. Cabin fever is about to be over, where you'll be able to come in and be safe. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.